Hello, trading is closed on February 1st, 2021. It's time for our disclaimer. It's my call for tomorrow, February 2nd, 2021. Trade at your own risk because I could be completely wrong. Please obey the rules of my channel. If you need to contact me, my email is mejt.trades@gmail.com. Look for the pattern with the early high. This is it. There's an early high, a light drop, counter trend, rally in the middle of the day. Tomorrow also has the early high. This normally is a positive pattern, negative pattern. And when it's positive instead, it usually leads to follow through. It isn't all that clear here because after gapping up and hitting higher highs, we couldn't close over any of these highs. Can be a sign of the rally petering out, but all that negativity goes away if we gap and clear this high early. Hasn't happened yet. Early on, MEJT gave an optional target of 3731.24. Had a good rally that's quite far below where we closed. This works 95% of the time. That means 5% of the time it isn't going to work. If it doesn't work, we'll forget it. Just remember the odds. MEJT gave a buy signal in the afternoon. Just means there's a higher target. Target wasn't high enough to make it worth trading. It did tell us this decline would retrace, which has already happened. Mixed signals, we always love those. Tomorrow's pattern has the early high, we could gap down. The all-day rally couldn't close over midday highs. Either the highs fall early, ideally by gapping over them. We should see lower prices. Doesn't say anything about the close. It's not impossible to get that move as today's normally bearish patterns closed higher. Usually, not always, the rally follows through, and we have Bollinger Band reversal signals to buy from the NASDAQ McClellan Oscillator and the Volatility Index. Catch is there's an optional MEJT target that's far below us, and it prints 95% of the time. The nature of the gap today means it tends to fill at some time, and often, not always, it fills pretty quickly. I think the early trade tomorrow is going to clarify the picture. Longer term, I'm still saying the top's in. This is going to continue. It should be clear early. If we start to drop early, we have lower targets, even though they're not required to print tomorrow. We didn't see this one. We said this would print unless we gapped up, and we did. So that one, 3701.75, gets added to the list. It should print at some time, and that's quite a ways from where we stand now. Tomorrow has the early high, and that's today's call.